You might have an entire skincare routine for your face, but what about the skin on the other 90% of your body? When we talk about skincare, we are often focusing on the skin on our face, and we tend to neglect the skin from the chin down, the rest of your body. But the skin on your body needs just as much care. But the good news is that you don't need a 10-step routine to take care of the skin on your body. You only need two things. You need to focus on protecting it and nourishing it. So today we're going to be talking about how to protect your skin with a good clean sunscreen and how to nourish it with a good moisturizer. So when you get out of the shower and you towel off, that is the time to apply your body moisturizer, because that's when your skin is going to be able to absorb it the best, and it's going to help to lock in that hydration from your shower. My personal favorite is a body balm because I like the texture of a balm. I like how it just melts into the skin. And my favorite balm is the Oliveda B93 Regeneration Hydroxytyrosol body balm. That is a mouthful, so let's break it down. First, the number on the product. B stands for body. 93 just means it's the 93rd product that Oliveda ever came out with, so there's nothing magical about that number. But the important words here are regeneration, which is going to help your skin to renew from the inside out, and then hydroxytyrosol. Nice big long word, and all it is the substance from inside the leaves of an olive tree. Most skincare products are up to 70% water, but Oliveda is up to 70% hydroxytyrosol or olive leaf extract. So it's not olive oil necessarily. It is the good nutrients that are in the leaves of the olive tree. So this is what the body balm looks like. It's nice and thick, and it goes on really silky smooth. So I'm just going to show you a little bit. This is the most important area to hydrate, is going to be right here on your chest from here up, and your shoulders and arms, because that is what typically gets exposed to the most sun and weather. So just going to rub a little bit in. A little bit goes a long way. So this is already kind of a lot for that area, but I just wanted to show you, should have taken my necklace off, but I just wanted to show you kind of how it melts right into the skin. It feels absolutely incredible, and it just melts into the skin and hydrates it from the inside out. So again, whether you're using a lotion, an oil, a body balm, doesn't matter, but the most important thing is to hydrate your skin every single day, from here on down, all the way down to your feet, as soon as you get out of the shower. And speaking of keeping your skin looking and feeling healthier longer, let's talk about what to look for in a sunscreen. Regardless of what brand you choose, there are some things to watch out for. So there are basically two different types of sunscreen. There's chemical and mineral. A chemical sunscreen is one that goes onto your skin and then enters your bloodstream through your pores. And some of the chemicals that are typically found in a chemical sunscreen are things like oxybenzone, octinoxate, and avobenzone. And these are chemicals that are known endocrine disruptors. So that means that they wreak havoc on your endocrine system and they make a mess of your hormones. And I don't know about you, but I definitely don't need any of that going on in my body. So your safest bet is, instead of a chemical sunscreen, to always opt for a mineral sunscreen. And here's the difference. A mineral sunscreen sits on the surface of your skin and acts more like a shield to protect you from the sun. There are lots of great mineral sunscreens out there. I like this brand right here. It's called Attitude, and it is EWG verified, which means that it has the highest, safest rating on the Environmental Working Group website. And I like that it goes on really clean. It's white like this, but once you rub it in, it just melts right in and it doesn't leave that chalky white cast. Regardless of your skin tone, it just blends right in and it just doesn't feel greasy or heavy whatsoever. It's not sticky at all. This one is unscented and it is an SPF of 30. So let's talk about SPF numbers really quickly. A lot of times people will say to me, well, I need an SPF of 80 because I'm really fair-skinned or I burn easily, so I need an 80 or a 100. And here's the truth about SPF. If you have an SPF of 30, it's going to block 97% of the sun's harmful rays. Whereas if you go from an SPF of 30 to 50, you're going from 97% to 98%. So you only get a 1% difference with that shift in an SPF 30 to SPF 50. So it's not so much about the SPF numbers as it is about how much you apply and how often you apply. Those are really the key factors. In fact, when you opt for a higher SPF, what happens a lot of times is that people think, well, I have an SPF of 100, and so I'm good to go. And they put it on once and then they forget because they think that the number's so high they don't have to reapply it as often. That is not true. You still have to reapply often and you have to apply it liberally every time you apply. And I will put the link to both of these products, to the Attitude Sunscreen and the Oliveda B93. For more information about how to choose safer, healthier products, be sure to grab your free 15-minute spot with me. I'll put the link in the description. Whatever brand you choose, my goal for you is to have the cleanest, safest options available. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week.